McG, McG, McG I be. Have these students learned anything from me?
Dr. McG, that McG I be. What could he possibly teach to me?
Do you know what accounting is?
No, I don't know what accounting is. Why? Is that going to be on the quiz?
Do you know of the House of Gap?
I don't know the house of Gap. Instead of studying, I took a nap. I think Kramer mentioned it back in BP. But do you really expect me to remember that, Dr. McG?
Can you sit and create a balance sheet? Can you report EPS when the board is ready to meet?
I cannot create a balance sheet unless I can use my book and cheat. What is the other task? EPS, you say? I can just use the internet and look it up today. Why do you ask these questions of me? I do not know the answers, Dr. McG.
Can you calculate taxes you owe to the Fed? How about Boyles? Do you remember anything he said?
No, I can't remember things Boyles said. After his 5-hour exam, I went brain dead. I don't know how to calculate tax. I'll just use software, so relax. Why are you making this so tough? Do I really need to know this stuff? Why do you ask these questions of me? I don't know the answers, Dr. McG.
Can you calculate a variance or transfer price? Schaefer teaches the class on that, and it's real nice.
Maybe I should take that class twice.
You know this stuff. I know you do. Or at least you'd better by the time we're through.
I don't understand debits, credits, or how expenses accrue, and don't bother asking me about revenue. No, I can't calculate a cash flow, and I don't really understand LIFO. I can't account for a lease, and don't know how to make a contra account increase. I am not convinced about depreciation. It seems like an arbitrary calculation. Why do you ask these questions of me? I do not know the answers, Dr. McG.
Auditing, auditing, auditing too. Do you know the basics Tucker taught you?
Auditing, auditing. Don't ask me about that. What little I know, you'll laugh at. I remember something about a box or a cube, but that went in one ear and out the other, just like a tube. I know there was a lot of flow charting for that class, but really, that was just a pain in the... Well, what I am really trying to say is that it's not that big of a deal, so I won't join the IIA. Why do you ask these questions of me? I do not know the answers, Dr. McG.
Law, agency law, contracts and torts. Do you remember things that could send you to the courts?
I'm not going to do anything wrong. Don't be such a worrywart.
And what of international taxation?
Oh, please, this class has been one big vexation. It has brought nothing but frustration. Foreign or domestic, who cares about money source? Figuring all this out would require an entire task force. And please stop talking about subpart F. If I have to listen to much more, I may go deaf. Why do you ask these questions of me? I do not know the answers, Dr. McG.
And if I asked you about FASB?
I would not know the answer, Dr. McG.
Do you know what to do when two companies merge?
I know a whole new set of issues emerge.
Do you know how to value inventory?
What I know amounts to a horror story. You have to decide on raw, work in process, or finished goods category. And something about perpetual or periodic, thinking of all this can make a person neurotic. I don't know the purpose of the PCAOB, and COGS means nothing to me. I have no clue about troubled debt and don't know if a hedge is a shrub or a bet. I don't know what a hodgepodge is, main or sub, and am convinced the IRC was written by Beelzebub. Why do you ask these questions of me? I don't know the answers, Dr. McG.
Stop, relax, and take a rest. Just study and you'll pass the test. After all, Fisher School students are the best.
Okay, I'll take your advice and go through my notes, not once, but twice.
Hey, it actually worked. What do you know? I can calculate a current ratio. I can test internal controls for socks and recommend receivables go to a lockbox. I understand code sections 109 and 1019 and can write a tax memo that is lean and mean. I can develop a balanced scorecard, and ABC costing isn't that hard. I know what qualifies as a PE and can understand the other articles of a tax treaty. I know how to calculate net income, and accounting for bonds no longer makes me numb. I can make any journal entry you ask for and fear the CPA exam no more.
Ask what you want of me. I know all the answers, Dr. McGee.